In the last episode, there was water falling from the sky. It was not rain, though, because we haven't made it to rain. But people have been telling me in the comments that I need to move my base or my stuff. I don't know what they mean. I don't know if they mean this. I don't know if they mean that. What I'm gonna guess probably happens, and this is just a guess. I really don't know because I haven't looked. I purposely have tried to avoid looking into this game too much, even though I know there's quite a few people who've played it through. But I'm guessing when it rains, there will be water that accumulates in some of the low areas. And my God, I can't imagine a lower spot than that. Besides maybe a cave. So I'm guessing when they say move your stuff, they probably mean this stuff. But the majority of today, I want to be exploration. We have all of our resources finally taken care of, which has been my goal from the very beginning. Get all the basics down, because then I need to hunt down where all of the amazing resources are going to be. I also want to check up top, because if you remember right, 100 nanokelvin is my limit for when the ice starts to melt. We're at 200. We're way past that. Oh, look, it is open. What's this? This is different. Osmium? I know I need those. I think it's for advanced stuff, too. Melts at 500 nanokelvin. It seems like osmium's going to be really rare, especially if it's locked behind a wall like this. So I'm going to collect everything I can in this tiny cave. Sulfur, that's also rare, something I haven't seen. But the osmium, I think, is going to be my most important resource right now. I don't know what else I could use sulfur for. Maybe like a fertilizer for my plants to grow. If I find coal, I could make gunpowder. But I haven't found anything on this planet that I need to defend myself from. That's not a bad haul. I think I needed 2 osmium for, was it the ore extractor? Oh my God, I unlocked so much stuff while I was moving my things and exploring a little bit. This thing, yeah, 2 for the ore extractor. That's also going to require super alloy, so have to find that. Iridium rod, we know where iridium is. Aluminum, I have enough of that now. Not a ton of it. I don't want to get carried away. The launch platform, I was unlocking things like crazy. Oh, this? Atmospheric water collector. Yes, I haven't seen this. So I can automatically collect water from humid ambient air. I mean, we have rain now, so it's plenty humid. Oh, you know what's going to happen? As the temperature rises, the ice melts. Obviously, all the ice on the ground is going to disappear too. So my only real source for water from now on, it's either going to be these big ice chunks. I could probably collect water from that somehow if I had something. Or I collect it right out of the air. It pulls the humidity. That's really cool. It's like a giant dehumidifier, basically. And then I take the hose that's hooked to the side of the dehumidifier and just kind of, I can suck out of it like normal, or I could put it into bottles, I guess, and carry it with me. I mean, it's a portable source, so I wouldn't have to rely on drinking right out of the hose. It's not as fun. I'm sure I could do both. Probably not. It's just going to store it in bottles. I'm going to collect it. But in my imagination, where all things go to die, I could theoretically just hook it into my base and have running water. Well, eventually I want to get to that point. I want to get to the point where I've got running water. If I have a functional space toilet, I have successfully beaten this game. And as far as the rest of the stuff over there, I've moved everything I want. The rest of it will stay there as a monument to the stupidity of myself. And, well, it should be a good reference, too, if there is water that forms. Because I saw that there is liquid water, because we bypassed the rain. That was pretty quick. We hit that one fast. This one's taking a little bit longer, but it's still going up pretty fast. So by the time I go and find an actual viable source of super alloy, I'm going to suspect there will be liquid water somewhere. Probably at the bottom of some really deep crevasse. Again, this is the deepest one I could possibly imagine. I don't know why it started me here, besides the fact that it does not want you to stay there permanently. Either that, or maybe it wants you to build a water base. I wouldn't mind a water base. I also wouldn't mind exploring whatever that is, because I told you there was a sandstorm over there. Well, apparently the rain has washed away the sand, and now what we are left with is probably one of the most intriguing sights I have seen. I'm assuming that's the one that we flew in on, Oh my god, never mind. The dust storm's still here. It just took a second before it popped into existence. Oh my god, look at how far this map goes. I thought this was like the extent of the map, that this would be the big reveal. This whole map is like an iceberg. It's slowly melting in the heat of the global warming that I am causing. And eventually, I will be able to crack its surface, and it will roll over and expose its soft, gooey underbelly, which is, I guess, a gigantic spaceship. Can I deconstruct this? Okay. Is this gonna, like, move? Will it be washed away by the water as I go? What is that? Bioplastic nugget. I don't know if it's important, but I haven't seen it before. Mushrooms. I haven't seen those. That's probably going to be another amazing food source. I'm just going to collect the things that I deem necessary. In my infinite wisdom, there are certain things that are and certain things that are not necessary for me to have. Is this toxic? I don't want to know if I should or shouldn't go in here. Oh, wait, I'm in a spacesuit, aren't I? Okay, I'm not breathing this anyway. I'm sucking out of oxygen capsules that I chew on. As long as it's not extremely volatile and I don't accidentally blow myself up from being in here, I'm okay. Oh, you know what this is? This is just stink gas. Well, actually, it could be sulfuric acid then, or forming into sulfuric acid. Why? Because it seems like there's a huge collection of sulfur here. This might be like sulfur area. So I will come back to this when I've got a bigger inventory, because right now I am full and I've got a lot of goodies. I'm headed back. I got to drop some stuff off. It feels like most of my exploration is going to be going back and forth to my main area to collect the things, because otherwise I'm just going to have a full inventory the whole time. Unless I can find a viable option to have a much bigger inventory, or having some sort of portable inventory that can follow me around or something, like a little space robot person, that would be cool. If I had a little android that could carry things, that was sworn to carry my burdens. I'm not sure I can get all that far away from my base without being super picky about what it is that I want to collect. And that's exactly what I intend to do. And how I made it this far without bogging myself down too much besides aluminum. And I'll eat the rest of this, so it's not a big deal. But I plan on getting as far as I can, which means I can't pick anything that I'm not going to instantly devour, or I'm going to consume, or that's going to be super important, like uranium, possibly aluminum. The iridium I'm going to kind of let go, which I know I was absolutely shocked myself because I was looking for that forever. I can't collect everything. As much as I want to, as much as I keep telling myself I should, I just can't do it. Oh, wow. Wow, there's so much here. How my oxygen's okay. So I don't need to rush it. How do I get up there? I want to check that out. Obviously, someone built a base here. Someone thought this spot was important. I don't know why it's not. My spot's important. Is that super alloy by chance? Yes! Thank God. Wait, does that mean this is where it spawns? No wonder you built a base here. Did you eat all of it? No, there's some. There's another one. It's everywhere here. Okay, super alloy, not as rare as I thought. You just kind of have to find it. There seems to be a spot for everything, and everything in its spot. I just have to locate those spots. And this is probably the dumbest thing I've done. I'm gonna dump aluminum. I don't think I want the aluminum right now. I want the beans, because that's my biggest food source. I want blueprint microchips. I need multipliers for things. These are all things I cannot just randomly find. Anything I can randomly find, I'm going to leave. And I might not even collect a whole bunch of super alloy right now, which is stupid, I know, because I finally found it. I should not be leaving it here. But I know where this is. I can come back to this. But I am running dangerously low on oxygen, so I have to leave. I can't afford to lose all of this. I don't know what happens or how much stuff I lose when I die. I know I lose some of it. It said some, not all, so I'm assuming I would be okay. I would probably lose like maybe one row, but one row could be my entire row of super alloy, so I'm not risking it. I'm leaving. But besides all the useless upgrades, I actually found a few upgrades. Well, I found grass spreader. Finally, some greenery on this godforsaken red rock. That actually, it's not all bad. It is kind of beautiful in that it's all orange and red. But a little bit of greenery would go a long way for my well-being. My mental health, if you will. Because I don't know about you, but it gets dreary when you're walking through desert and you only find more desert. So instead, it would be nice to have a nice... Okay, that makes sense. It would be a round circle. It'll be nice to have like a little yard right here. Look at that. I mean, it's not doing much, but it's like a sprinkler, and I'm sure it seeded this, and eventually we will be growing grass. But on top of that, I think this makes biomass growth 5%. Yeah, plants. 0.19 grams per second, which means that we are finally making some progress toward unlocking some of our biomass upgrades. All we need is about 200 times that. Well, about 100 times that now. We're getting close. See? The multipliers for this is going way down. Also, we're working toward plants too, which will give us a beehive. We can get bugs. There's animals. So we really can terraform this place. We can make it thrive and survive with animals. Are they specifically designed for this place? Because if not, are we introducing invasive species that, well, we're an invasive species, so I'm gonna guess that it really doesn't matter what we introduce. Besides another source of biomass, I don't really see anything that's lacking. Everything's going up pretty quick. But what am I missing? Maybe atmospheric water collector. Because if I don't make this now, and I use up all my super alloy, when my ice melts, I will be screwed for water until it starts collecting on the ground and I can purify it somehow. So iron, silicon, magnesium, cobalt. Let's make one of those. There it is! There's the grass! As much as it's just kind of a pitiful little tuft of grass, it's the first pitiful little tuft of grass I've seen since I've gotten here. This is actual vegetation, and it's beautiful. Something about this game, it does such a good job of showing you just a desolate, horrific wasteland that you cannot survive in, and oh my god, that sucked up all of our power. And I'm gonna have to make another nuclear reactor. Do I have enough super alloy to make both? I think I do. I think I have just enough. Just enough to make a second one. Ooh. And for some reason, that tingly feeling is getting a little worse. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, like I was saying before, this game does such a good job of showing you a desolate, horrific landscape that you cannot survive on, giving you the tools to do so. And then as you progress, it does such a good job of not holding your hand and kind of showing you little small progress until eventually there's one massive step that you just take and everything flips over and it just feels so rewarding. But it's that reward, that feeling of accomplishment that keeps me coming back. It's so phenomenal with just kind of teasing little bits of progress until you finally decide to take one giant leap forward. There, now I can explore to my heart's content. Well, I mean until I fill this. But I'm gonna drop the titanium. I have some beans, I'll eat those. I need super alloy. This time I have to be extremely picky. I can't go and collecting too many microchips. I have pretty much everything I need unlocked right now. I'll have to work toward actually making most of that stuff. And the only way to do that is to have super alloy. So I have to just keep telling myself, nothing but super alloy from this moment forward. And oh my god, this is so scary. I don't know if I could fall to my death or not. I would not put it past this game to put all this super alloy on this tiny little cliff and then make a spot where once I've kind of collected most of it, it would push me off. So before I die with my almost full inventory of super alloy and uranium, I'm gotta get down. Please don't let there be massive fall damage. No. Okay, I think I broke a leg or two, but good thing my health is just filled by eating. I don't know what I am. I can't be human. I don't think eating would heal me like that. That was a successful run. I finally have a source for super alloy. Still don't have a source for uranium. I know where osmium is. I mean, I'm checking all the boxes as far as all of my basics. I've finally collected enough resources. I think I might as well at least try the ore extractor, see how much water we've made. There's a lot of questions that need answered now, and a lot of objects that need built. When the ice disappears, how am I going to do for water? Wow. That actually doesn't take very long. I don't know what the actual... Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere. I thought maybe I was just missing it. I don't know what the actual speed for collecting water is, but that was 4 full ones, and all I did was go over there and go over there. So, I probably drank about as much water as it produced. And if I'm kind of babysitting it more, I could probably get more water. So, I think I'm probably producing a little bit more water than what I'm consuming. I hope I'm producing a lot more water, but I can't say for sure. Now, the other thing I want to do is work on biomass a little bit. So there's more biomass. They also produce O2, right? Oxygen, 108. That's not bad. That's actually really good, because I think we were producing 135 before. Yeah, we were, with just one of the biodomes, and that's relatively cheap. So I can crank the oxygen by just spreading more and more grass everywhere. And it's kind of pretty, so I love that. If we could get some flowers, that would be nice. I'm sure that's probably an option. There are flower pots, so there's probably going to be flower spreaders too. And you can kind of sort of see the grass popping in very slowly. I need to make the ore extractor. Let's make one of those and see how this works. I at least want to play around with it a little bit. And it's not nearly as big as I thought it was. So that works, I guess. Let's put it... I don't even know where to stick this. Let's put it here, maybe? Oh, good. It actually utilizes one of the planet crackers for something valuable. What does this give me? Iron? Is it only iron? I'm grateful, don't get me wrong. Iron is a very valuable resource. But now here's the trick, okay? It says depending on where you put it. Right there. What do you give me now? Because I'm about to die if I don't. Okay, so this gives me iridium. Yeah, I have to get back. I'm going to die from oxygen starvation. So let's get back to my base really fast. But that's cool. That means that I can place those in different areas and get different ore, which sounds stupid because that's exactly what it said. But without knowing exactly how it worked, I wasn't sure what it meant by you can place it, and depending on where you place it, you get different ores. And that's why I tested it, but I wasn't sure if it would be predictable like that. And it kind of is predictable. Out here would be iron, because this is the basic area. But my guess is that spot over there, definitely going to be aluminum. This spot in here, definitely iridium. And maybe in there, super alloy. I need at least those 3 resources, and I can start pumping out machines to make every single one of these resources. Which means that we're going to be terraforming the crap out of this planet in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one, and remember to take care, and goodbye!